Hey party people, it's Miss Saxon. Today we're going to take a break from the DC packets and we're going to do a Lexia lesson. I will make sure to include an attachment in Microsoft Teams so you can have the paper, but don't worry about printing it out. You can write your answers on a piece of paper or you can just discuss it with whoever your partner is that's working with you on this video. So today for our guided practice, we're going to look at this picture, and it's a picture of a dog. And we're going to describe this picture. We're going to use different characteristics, and that's just descriptions of what the picture looks like. Emotions are facial or body expressions that tell you about the mood or how the object is feeling. And then we're going to talk about the actions. So our first picture is a picture of a what? I've already said it, but just see if you're paying attention. It's a picture of a dog. So we want to describe how the dog looks. Let's talk about how he looks or what he's doing. So the first thing that we notice is the dog sitting. Is the dog sleeping? No, the dog is running. And we can see if we look at his legs, the dog is kind of in a run position. So that's one characteristic or description of a dog. He's running. Another thing we can look at are these little things that are coming off of him, and they're what we would call, he's either wet or he's sweating, and it's a lot of sweat, so I would guess that he's wet. So another description is to describe how he looks is that the dog is wet. And let's look at his face. So he has a look on his face. Does he look happy? Does he look sad? Well, actually, he looks like he might be unhappy or he might be scared. So you look at his face. That's like a face of being scared or unhappy. And we've already said that the dog is running. So if we want to put those things together, we can say this is a picture of a dog who's wet. We said his face looks like he may be scared or unhappy. And we said he's running. So if we want to put together a sentence that explains this dog, we can say what? The wet dog is scared and running, or the dog is scared because he got wet and now he's running, or the running dog was wet and scared. You can make up whatever sentence you want to make up, or you can say the dog, I'll just make one sentence, the dog is running because he is wet and scared. And if we think about it, if all of a sudden somebody threw some water on you, what would you do? You might jump in surprise, or you might move away from the person. You may not run, but you may move away from the person real fast. So the description of the dog describes why he's doing what he is doing. All right, so let's go to our next picture. And it's right here on the back here. And I'll give you a few moments to look at the picture. So this is a kid. We can say it's a girl or a boy. We really don't know. So it's a kid. And the kid is doing what? We're looking at what the kid is doing. The kid is on a bicycle. And let's go ahead and look at the facial expression. Does the kid look happy, or does the kid look sad? Or does the kid look mad? So definitely, let's go ahead and draw an arrow and write. The kid either looks sad or mad or upset. And we already said they were riding a bike. And what's happening around the kid? It's raining. And it's not a light rain. It's kind of like a downpour. It looks like it's raining really heavy. So if we describe how the kid looks, we said the kid is sad or mad or upset. And we looked at the expression on the face to talk about how the kid was feeling, and what the kid was doing was riding a bike. So if we want to put a sentence together to describe what's going on, we can say the kid was mad because it started raining while riding a bike. Okay, so we're going to say it started to rain. And let's go ahead and put what the student was doing. So while riding a bike, it started to rain and the kid got upset or got mad. So there's no, I mean, there is a right answer. Obviously, you have to say all the elements that are happening. You can't say, well, it was sunny and the kid got upset, but you can write the sentence in many type of ways. Or, as I said before, you can just write what's going on to explain the picture. So we know it was raining. We know that they're riding a bike now. We're going to assume that it wasn't raining when they started riding the bike. So one thing was happening and then it changed, and the change was what made the person upset. All right, so let's go to our next picture. And I'm going to ask you to take a moment and look at the picture, and let's describe how the person looks. First of all, we can tell this one is an old man. And we look at his face. We can see he looks like he may be, I don't know, sad. Looks like he has a frown. So we're going to say the old man. I'm going to say sad. We notice that he has a cane. So it looks like maybe he's walking. He's walking with a cane of some sort. And he's doing something else. It looks like he's waving. So we described what he was doing. We described his face, so what he may be feeling. And we described how he looks. So our sentence can be, and we don't have to say all of the things. We can make a very simple sentence. The old man is waving. You can have a sentence, the old man is sad, or the old man needs a cane to walk. So you can have several sentences to describe what's going on in this picture. All right, let's look at our next picture. And I'll give you a moment to look at this picture. And we want, again, to look at how the elephant looks. What expression is on the elephant's face to tell us how the elephant is feeling. And what is the elephant doing? So let's start with our first one. How does he look? Well, we look at his face. He looks like he has a smile. So we can say he's smiling. And if you're smiling, that means that you probably feel what? You probably feel happy. And what is the elephant doing? The elephant is sitting on a chair or in a chair. And we know just from elephants that elephants are what? Are they big or are they small? We already know that elephants are big. So we have several things that we can use to describe this picture. We can say the big elephant is happy. The big elephant is sitting on a chair. The smiling elephant is sitting on a chair. You can write so many different sentences. I'm just going to say the happy elephant is sitting on the chair. And like I said, there's more than one sentence you can have, so you can choose what you want to write. So let's go back to why we did this. We wanted to know, how do we tell what's going on in a picture and what the author or whoever made the picture, the illustrator, is trying to tell us? How do you describe what was shown in the picture? You think about what it looks like, how it might be feeling, and what it is doing. So if we look at this, we know that this is a cat or a kitten. And it looks like the cat is stretching. And what is he doing with his mouth? He's yawning. And so when do you normally yawn and stretch? Either right before you're going to sleep or right when you wake up. So we're going to just pick one, and we're going to say that this cat is yawning and stretching because he's sleepy, or the cat is yawning and stretching because he just woke up from a nap. You can pick either one you want, but make sure you at least write the descriptions of what the cat is doing. And remember, you need to know, describe how the object looks, the expression on the object's face, so that we can get an idea for what the object is feeling, and then what the object is doing. So for checking for understanding, if you just write the words, you can do it below the video to describe what is going on in this picture with this cat or this kitten, or you can answer that in Microsoft Teams. And I will see you in the next video.